So hi fam, I'm coming to my personal page to have a conversation with you about the phase one. And phase one is gonna be something epic. If you follow my socials, if you're on my email list, if you are in the community, you actually probably know and you have heard about the phase one, which is gonna be fun thing to do and fun thing to commit to, because this is gonna last for as long as you're gonna embody the phase one, basically, right? So phase one, what it means, phase one, what it actually is phase one. So when you shift from the old paradigm to the new paradigm, when you shift from the old way of living, the old matrix conditioning, like really living life that you with the eyes closed, into opening yourself to the new paradigm where actually you're in a flow with this, like you are make the decisions based on alignment, where you connect to yourself, you feel good, this healing, everything just happens in life, where you start feeling good, period. Right? But in order to shift in that, like to shift to like different phases, we want to clean up. And the phase one is about really understanding that what the cleanup process is, and where you're not free yet, or where you're not clean enough yet. So you could actually go with new paradigm tools, go and clean up and shift into phase two, which is a complete like flow, ease. You're really on a go, you're really on a roll. So you're no more in emotional roller coasters anymore. So the phase one, before you enter phase one, you normally feel like a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Your mind is like going 100 miles per hour. You're overthinking, like you're control freak, you know, like relationship sucks because your heart is closed, it's hard to receive. You're the doer, or you're the giver, like that hyper independent. I can do everything on my own. Well, all these kind of things where you feel like there is like a lot of tension in the body, or maybe even have manifested some sort of disease already, because every disease, every tension in the body is not physical, it's emotional. So if your energetic signature is not clean enough, if your identity is not there, if you're really holding on to the momentum, probably you're actually feeling a lot of tension and a lot of resistance to this kind of work too. So the phase one is before you enter, you feel all kinds of sorts of shit, but you have this deep knowing that there is something more to it, there is more to life. You just don't know how to get there, or like you need tools to get there, or there is some sort of like a belief or some sort of like a little block that you feel like, no, this is a story, an opinion that you're holding on to, and not allow yourself to grow in the direction of your alignment, right? So before you enter that, you feel kinds of things up and down. Feels like it feels like you got it. The moment you feel like you got it, you crash down, right? And you have all this kind of up and down, up and up and down. There's a lot of like cloudiness, like you feel like there's a lot of confusion, a lot of doubt. You try to figure out things, and that drives you nuts, because we're here like not to figure out things. We're here to receive things. Receive ideas, receive information, receive the guidance, receive the money, receive all of it. So that's what the receiving part is so important. And then to enter phase one, sometimes it's a slap in the face, like I'm not gonna lie, when you're realizing you have been committing and doing things and holding on to things that is not yours, that is like someone else's beliefs, a story, a judgment, and you holding on to it, taking it as yours, and it's really heavy on your shoulders. And sometimes women feel like shoulders are heavy, the chest is blocked, like chest feels heavy, can't really breathe properly. The belly is a big thing, because it's like this is not even just like family conditioning, this is hundreds of years conditioning about the woman's body, where you feel like, no, there is a hormonal issues, digestion issues, gut issues, hormonal, again, periods, all that kind of thing. It's also out of balance, right? So this is how you know this is like, it's not that not something you're doing wrong. It's just like you just want to move in the direction of your alignment, because you move in that direction of alignment, you work with the energy, you start feeling so much better, right? You start feeling like feel better, things start happening, your body is healing. You just like you feel like you watch your life like a movie, and like you just want to get a popcorn and just watch how things happening. It's a beautiful place to be. So that's what the phase one is gonna be about. If you feel that you want to start this work but you don't know where, this is going to be a good place to start. Also, this is going to be a place good to start if you feel like, seems like you're doing all the right things but you keep falling in an old pattern, what actually means that most likely your energetic signature is not clean enough for you to shift in the phase two. So the foundation, there is something in the foundation that you need to embody or integrate more for you to shift in the phase 2. So if you feel like you don't know where to start, it's a good place to start. If you feel like you kind of ready for phase 2, but like you don't know how to shift it, this feels like something is pulling you back, that means you need to strengthen the foundation. There is an aspect of foundation that needs to be strengthened. And also, if you feel like there's a lot of resistance and you kind of know, want to just have a look. Again, there's no commitment. You just have a look. I want to just do bits of pieces. That's is for you. Again, I do this work is my greatest passion. This work is my greatest. It's my life. This is something I've been doing for a very long time, so over a decade now. And I just love seeing women's bodies changing just because they shifted internally. I love seeing women's health changes because they have integrated something within themselves. I love seeing women being like start glowing just because they finally let go of the baggage that is not theirs. I love seeing women who actually finally say it's like, yes, it's me, it's my time now, it's for me. It's like it's I'm doing it for myself, not for my family, not for my kids, not for society, not for the community. I'm doing this for me. I choose this work. I do this work for me first and most importantly, and everything else just gonna come and just evolve and grow naturally just to match that I did for me energy, which is the most important thing. So phase 1 is going to be the foundation, the cleaning up, to see where you're not integrated, start actually healing, forgiving, whatever that is. Everything is going to be in phase 1. That's kind of like where you're shifting from like sleeping, or from feeling disconnected, into start feeling rushes of energy. Start feeling there is like, oh, the inspiration comes back and creativity comes back, and like the wanting to step up for yourself and speak up for yourself as that comes back. The confusion disappears and you feel like, oh, now I know, because you'll be using tools that kind of gives you that understanding. This is the guidance, and this is the bullshit. You're just gonna know. You're not gonna question anymore. You're not gonna be in doubt anymore, because you're gonna use the knowledge and the tools what actually gives you the answer. So you know yourself. So you're gonna learn about yourself on this core level, on a cellular level, and strengthen the foundation. So we're gonna be able to hold your emotions, your opinion, your desires, your wishes, anything you want, and you won't be able to that easily affected by other people's opinions, judgments, needs, or circumstances. You're gonna be feeling like you're actually standing on your own feet, and you know you're on the right path, doing the right thing at the right time, and that's a good place to be. So the phase 1 is going to be all about it, and I'll be guiding it through. I'll be in it with you all along the way until we're going to be able to shift into phase 2. We're going to actually have a good momentum, but this is for another video. But phase 1 is those you feel like you want to strengthen the foundations, you want to be part of the community, you want to be like in it and just knowing doing the right thing. Because if you've been reading the books, listening to those podcasts, maybe even just going to therapy, talking therapy, which is like not shifts anything on embodiment level, which is also helpful, but we need to shift on a bodily level first. So I'll be teaching how to shift on a bodily level, on an energetic level, for you to actually have this lasting transformation, right? So if you feel like you want to strengthen the foundations, you want to be part of the community, want to be part of something, you want to feel like I'm doing the work, I'm healing, I'm actually feeling so much better, and I'm doing this for myself, and if you don't know where to start, this is also a good place to be. And again, if you have any questions, if you feel like I'm not quite sure, can you give me more information? You can just always message me. I'll get back to you, or my team. I'm gonna come back to you and we talk about it more. But my invitation is to commit, because I opening this phase 1, the entry for this phase 1 all December. So we're gonna start in January, where the celebrations are like already done, all the family gatherings are done, and now you actually can come into realization, oh my god, now it's New Year and I want to do something about it, and I just want to be committing to something. I want to be committing to myself. There are women put those New Year's resolutions, but they don't even commit to them until like February, and it's not because they don't want to, it's just because it's not emotionally ready, right? It's like they don't have this emotional capacity to do it sometimes. So that's why the phase 1 is going to be about learn to work with that, so you can navigate yourself through life with so much ease and fun. So if this is something sounds like you want to do it, something you want to commit, you can comment and I'll get back to you with more information. You can actually DM me personally. You can also click the link in bio and see more information there. But I'll hope you and see you in the inside.